Hello, this is an introductory video to familiarize you with the basics of your United Site Services Kyocera Android smartphone. If you're coming from a Don's John's phone or another company phone, there may be some differences. This video is to help you familiarize yourself with the differences and the operation of this model device. Looking at the device, from the bottom is the charging port. The newer phones use what's called a USB-C connector, which has rounded edges. The charging cable can be inserted either upside down or right side up. There is no upside down. Please keep in mind that if you have any cables from previous devices, you want to use only the cable that was provided for you with your new phone. Previous phone charging cables will not fit and could damage the device. For example, a micro USB connector or a USB 3.0 cable. There's a rubber cover that you can put in place to help protect from dust and dirt getting into where the charging port is. On the right side of the phone is the power button. This also serves to operate as a fingerprint scanner if you wish to configure your device to unlock with a fingerprint. You can do so. On the left side is the volume up and down buttons. On the top, also underneath the cover, is a jack for headphones. The device also supports standard Bluetooth wireless headphones. Turning it on by pressing the power button, sliding up to unlock the screen, you'll see the home screen of the device. We generally configure these with only the apps you'll need to access specifically to provide basic functionality while you're running your route. Looking at the top of the screen, you'll see indicators such as Wi-Fi connectivity, 4G connectivity, signal strength, and battery charge percentage. When operating the phone in your vehicle, you should always operate with it plugged in to the vehicle's electrical system so that it maintains a charge. Across the home screen, you have icons for clock, maps, ADP, voicemail, messages, USS Service Tech, calculator, gallery, phone, boxer, contacts, and camera. These are the basic apps that will allow you to perform your job duties. To look at each of these in a little more detail, clock is a standard clock. It also has alarm, timer, and stopwatch functionality. Maps is Google Maps, which if you own an Android smartphone, you're probably already familiar with Google Maps or from using it on a desktop PC. This will get you to your stops and any other address you choose by entering that in the search field at the top. For example, we can put in an address, click on directions. It will provide you multiple route options that you can select from. Start to begin navigating.
Continue on Wellington Road for 4 miles.
You can also change route options, such as a satellite map showing traffic on the map, volume, route options, including avoid highways, avoid tolls, and avoid ferries, color scheme settings, distance units, if you would prefer to keep the map north up or not, and additional settings for driving notifications. I'm going to X to exit out of the navigation mode at this time.
Continue on Wellington Road for 4 miles.
Another feature I wanted to show you is when you are in navigation mode, you can exit the map and the map will minimize to a smaller window to allow you to access other applications while still keeping the map in view. The next app across the home screen is ADP Mobile. You should have received a username and password from Human Resources when you completed your new hire orientation. The ADP app allows you to get payroll information, copies of your pay stubs, and eventually what we're moving to is a process where you will be able to clock in and out for your lunch break using ADP. So if you have not received login credentials for this app, speak to your Human Resources teammate to help you get signed into this. The next app across the home screen is voicemail. Any new voicemails you receive will show up on this screen. Continuing across the second row of apps is messages. This is where you would send and receive any text messages. Next across the home screen is the USS Service Tech App. Your login is your first name, a period, and then your last name, and then your password. This information will have been provided to you on a sheet that should have been given at the same time as you received your phone. If you don't know your login credentials, please contact your IT support staff to help you recover them. Within Service Tech, you'll receive your route for the day, and it will also allow you to add notes related to service issues and much more. Your operations route supervisor will help you with any questions you have related to the USS Service Tech application, as well as any fellow drivers or MSTs in your region. Next across the home screen is Calculator. This is a standard calculator, provides basic calculator functions as well as advanced math functions should you need them. Next across the home screen, Gallery. This is where any pictures that you take will be saved on your camera. Along the bottom row is an icon for phones, for phone. This will show you your recent call history, contacts, favorites. These phones allow you to make voice calls as well as video calls. To demonstrate the video call functionality of the Kyocera smartphone, I'm going to bring a second phone into the picture, and we can call that phone. You can see that it was actually used to make a video call previously as a test. So let's call that number, answer it on the second phone, and then on either device you'll see you have a function button for camera. Pressing that activates the video call. Phones. There may be a little feedback because having two cameras so close to each other. I'm going to end that now. Next, across the bottom screen, the bottom of the home screen, is a shortcut for Boxer. Boxer is your email application. It also provides you access to the company corporate address book. For example, we'll open Boxer. You can see on this particular device a few test emails that we sent back and forth just to verify that the email functionality was operating. To create a new email, press the blue pen button. In the To field, you can type who you want to send the email to. For example, we'll use Wendy. It will search, and then you'll see that person's name come up. You can send it to additional people, CC or BCC users. Enter a subject, and then the body of your message down below. We'll discard this message and show you the address book where you can search for anyone at United Site Services by typing their name in the Find Contacts field. For example, in our previous demonstration we used Wendy. We'll now type in Mario. I like to use Mario as an example because it's a fairly common name and you can see many of them come up. You would want to make sure you select the correct Mario that you are trying to send an email to. In our region, that would typically be Mario de Mayo. And you can see his organization. Obviously, I didn't want to send an email to Mario, so I just exited out of that. To go back to the home screen, we'll now look at the next application on here, Contacts. This is for your personal contacts, people who are not in the company address book. I programmed one in here as a test on this device, Dispatch. You can see this number here, 571-445-3117. That would reach the Gainesville GNV Yard Dispatch Office, which is staffed basically 24/7. You would always reach an available dispatcher if you are operating out of the GNV Yard. Last icon on the home screen is the camera. You can use this to take pictures of any sort of site obstructions, access issues, or any other items that you need to take photos of to communicate with your operations route supervisors. So for example, if we needed to email a picture to someone, we'll take a picture. That picture is now stored in the gallery. I can get to it quickly by pressing the button just to the right. To email this picture, press the share button, Boxer. Who do you want to send this picture to? For example, if I wanted to send this picture to Mario, I would enter his name in the To field and select the correct Mario from the list. Now, obviously, I don't want to send a picture of the desk surface to Mario, so we will discard this email. And then I will delete it from the gallery. To demonstrate sending emails one more time, as this is a very useful function to you, open Boxer, click on the pen, type in who you want to send the email to. We'll say if you wanted to send an email to Alexis Heflin and Mario, entering a subject, entering a message in the body. Pressing the arrow button in the top right would send the email, but again, I'm going to discard this email. Feel free to review this video if you have any questions about the usage of the device, or contact your operations route supervisors or IT support team if you have any questions or issues with the functionality of this device. Thank you.